Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Just One More Sip. It's Thursday. We have another busy weekend ahead of us. I have 3 events, so today is my prep day. Going to a few different stores to gather some items. Tomorrow I have a class at the Muse Hotel, so that's always a good time at their venue. And then Saturday I have 2 events. I have one in the morning at Miralon. That's going to be my first barista event with them. It should be so much fun. I should meet a few homeowners, if not people that are visiting the model homes. So I hope to be somewhat busy and for people to try my drinks finally. After that, I have to go home real quick and then I have to pack my truck because I have a event in Indio and it's just gonna be a margarita bar, so it's nothing crazy. So I don't really have to prep for that. It's just I have to squeeze all of the fresh stuff on site. I don't really have that much prep this week, but I'm gonna be roaming around everywhere, so it should be a short Thursday for me since it's already 3:40. So I just have a few things. I'm gonna be printing the menus and what else? Yeah, that's it. I think that's gonna be my easiest weekend, so I'll take it. But yeah, let's go. We're back. Quite the day. I got a lot of things done though, but it's the dishes for me. These cats are bothering me.
What can you say for yourself? You're bothering me the whole time. You're hungry? You want to be on camera?
Look, anyways, they've been quite a handful lately. I mean the last 3 hours. But yeah, I went to all the stores. I went to, let's list it. Costco, Clark's for the pumpkin butter. No, for the pistachio butter. I went to Home Depot, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Sprouts. But I'll just show you. There's a lot happening in my kitchen. This is for tomorrow. This is for my raspberry syrup. Pumpkin for the pumpkin pie syrup. Pistachio butter. Matcha. Got more. Turmeric. This is for the raspberry syrup. This is for the lavender bourbon vanilla bean syrup. This is for the class. This is for the cold foam. Along with this. This too. I got this instead of the pods. Just for mess sake, like this is way better. So I'll be infusing that in the next day or so. But yeah, that's my haul. I have more stuff in the fridge. It's syrups and liquid. And I have this being currently made. I'll show you that. It's being infused for tomorrow's class. This is a lemongrass, jasmine, green tea mixture. So yeah, there's lots of things happening here. And I have to make a cocktail video still. We'll see. So yeah, I'm just gonna be making the raspberry syrup. And then I'm gonna be making all of the coffee, matcha, and other syrups tomorrow after my class. So it's fresh for Saturday morning. So Miralon I have to be there at 7 a.m. And then the service is from 8 to 12. So that should be a good time, like I said, but it's gonna be maybe slow. They're putting out a newsletter to the community, so it may or may not be busy. I may have the camera up, I may not. I may have a microphone, I may not. We'll see. But we'll rush after that and then go straight to Indio to the event for the Margarita bar. And then Sunday, I work at the restaurant. I'll get some snippets of my prep and some bottles that go in, just so you can see what's happening behind the scenes. Okay, now I just need a bottle. The lemongrass and jasmine green tea. I love this menu for the class tomorrow. This one is my masterclass menu 2. This one is called Local Inspiration Menu. Vibrant desert flavors, fresh botanicals, and a little sunshine in every glass. So there's that one. So the welcome shot is called Citrus Ember. This one is mezcal, orange, lime, agave, and sparkling water. And then the second one is That's So Palm Springs. If you know that one. That one's elderflower rose gin, aloe liqueur, lemon, raspberry, mint, and then sparkling rosé. And then the one I'm making now is the Bees in the Shade. That one is the cucumber lemon gin, and it has the jasmine green tea lemongrass, which is what I'm going to be straining. And then it has lemon, and then I'm going to make a honey citrus ginger syrup. So it has a little bite to it with the ginger, and then sea salt, and then that's it. That's Bees in the Shade. And then the last one is my go-to the tropical heat wave. That one is reposado, tequila, pineapple, lime, muddled jalapeno, agave. Say less. That one is the one where I'm like, give me 20 of those, because that one's easy, spicy, poolside. I don't know. There's just so many things you could be doing with that drink, if you know what I mean. And then we'll just go in order. So there's that menu for the class tomorrow. Saturday at Miramon. If you weren't here in the last few videos, I'll be doing a coffee menu, lavender bourbon vanilla bean latte, raspberry pistachio matcha latte, and then a dirty pumpkin chai latte. So those are the 3 Saturday morning. And then yeah, Saturday night is the Margarita bar, and that's the regular classic and the Cadillac. So that's going to be easy. So that's everything I have to really prep for the next 2 days. I just really need to get this stuff done to pull for tomorrow. The class is at 3 I had to set up, and that's like starts at 5. It was just the right amount without overfilling. I was scared. Look. I'm telling you, I always give myself a mini heart attack in everything I do, whether it be, I was telling my friend, whether it be a deadline, whether it be running to the next place, or looking at the map and then being an extra 30 minutes than you thought. That stuff really gets me. It puts me into gear. She's pretty. But yeah, for my cocktail video, I'll be making this lovely new one called She's Basically Hydrating. I made a cucumber mint infusion. I blended it all together. I need to buy a juicer because for service reasons, that won't cut it. It's a lot. But there's that. Passion fruit, fresh squeezed lime, and then I have agave in the cabinet. And then it's gonna be either tequila or vodka, and I recommend tequila version just for flavor profile. But yeah, that's the cocktail video. Lots of fun things happening I'm going to be making this weekend. I definitely plan to get more footage for the class for tomorrow because I could have done better in the sense of last class, that was my first time not doing so much because normally I never really bring my mini power washer, which I have to charge by the way. So I just did it in between each cocktail while they were sipping and talking, and I wasn't in their way. I was just doing everything, maneuvering between them like a snake. That was better. And then having everything like a station for my stuff, for ice, for garnishes, by the cocktail, just having everything organized for next step is quick. And then what else is new that I've been noticing? I'm only gonna do 1 cup per person and just rinse it out because I did lose a few cups. It's not that big of a deal, but just for future reference, I don't want to be having to buy all these different cups when they're perfectly brand new and they just like to not give them back. So there's that too. I figured out I don't like to juice the day before. I like to smell it at the event for it to be fresh as possible. It saves me time at home, but at the event, it's just so much better. So I had all the garnishes, all the juices, all the infusions I need to prep beforehand because that's stuff I can't make there. That stuff I need to get all done, which is the day before, which I'm on track. Other than that, I'm gonna get started on the syrups and then we'll see where I'm at in a bit. Okay, so it is Friday. A lot has happened since the last part of the video. I got overwhelmed and I couldn't record because there was just so many things to do. But I got so many things done. I have everything together. Today is the class in like 3 hours or less. But here's a look at my fridge. I need to go grocery shopping, so don't judge. That's all for the garnishes, my yogurt, more stuff for tomorrow, today. But yeah, where's the food? I don't know. At the store. But yeah, I'm gonna go, you guessed it, to the storage unit and get all of the tables and the tools. I have all of the stuff here already. So that's ready to go. So I just need to go to the storage right now and grab a bite and then we're good for the class. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we're setting up at the Muse Hotel. I'll show you. It's going well, but I just need to finish. I have an hour left. So right now I'm just getting all the garnishes ready. Everyone is still getting here, which is good. I did really good on time today. I have an hour before the class, so I need to get my mind right. But yeah, let's go see it in person. I'm sweating. But yeah, basically I need to get all the garnishes ready. Everything is pretty much juiced, so that's good. And I'm trying not to sweat anymore. Staying in the shade. Stuff prepared already that I did earlier. Yeah, I had to fill all the mints for the garnish. All the goodies that I did last night, this morning. You already know I already have too many things going on at all times. So I started last night, but I need 15 of them.
That has been a long time. That makes me feel good.
Sorry, I need the juice. So this isn't a bachelorette party. It's just a get together for work. But I'm very anal with these garnishes. It has to be a certain way to do some things to it. Some dehydrated lemongrass pieces, but 1 each. This one also gets cucumber. So my idea of a good garnish is have some dehydrated stuff and have some fresh stuff. So it's like have that on half of it and then have half on the other. So this one's Bees in the Shade. So yeah, I have the dried lemon, the half cucumber wheel, and then I have the dehydrated lemongrass piece. So that's Bees in the Shade. So that one will be the second cocktail. The first one is just gonna have the dehydrated lemon, mint, and then the, where is it? Where did I put it? Dried flowers for the color pop. So there's that going on. And then the tropical heat wave is the jalapeno with the lime. So I'm just gonna cut that up real quick and then I'll show you. Okay, so this one is the That's So Palm Springs. I'm going way out of order, but I'm getting it done. So I have the dried lemon, I have a dried chrysanthemum, baby flower, and then I have the edible colorful ones. So yeah, there's those. And then the last one is just gonna be lime wheel and then half of the jalapeno pepper. So I'll do that right now and show you guys. So yeah, these are my garnishes. I just finished the last one. So I have the one for That's So Palm Springs, Bees in the Shade, and Tropical Heat Wave. So those are all the garnishes for today. Look at that.
2000 something. I'm just like, yeah.
There you go. Yeah, quarters.
I like more like refreshing.
Yeah.
1 ounce, 1 full ounce.
I ain't got a yard though.
It's just like
The mosquitoes are brutal out here.
So bad. I think it's
Yes, I love it. We made it. I'm like, wow, you really know that I had a day when I looked kind of disheveled after looking cute. But my day was kind of, I wouldn't say stressful, and I wouldn't say good. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about it and you're gonna listen. Everyone listens to tea. So basically, yeah, I worked at this hotel, which is beautiful, amazing location. The owner's really nice. What else? But yeah, I had booked this class way in advance. She reached out during summertime and there was going to be yeah, 15 people, cool. And then getting closer, chose the menu. I have 4 to choose from, so she forwarded it to the group, and then they chose what they chose. And then yeah, it was just, they messaged me 3 hours before the event saying they couldn't find this specific alcohol. But this is why I get shopping lists sent weeks before, just because if it is a hard to find item, you can easily do research, even though you don't have to, because I tell you exactly where to get it. Everything's laid out on the shopping list. So it was pretty confusing to get that text this morning. So I just, yeah, recommended what I recommended. And then come to the class today, I didn't get 2 cocktails right, basically. The first one, they didn't have the aloe liqueur for that So Palm Springs cocktail, which is like key ingredient, but they got aloe vera juice, which is equally okay. But wait, rewind. So basically got there at 3, a little before 3, and showed up when 3 of the girls showed up. So it was like, oh wow, perfect timing. And then they were having trouble getting in, and it took me like 10 minutes. I was just waiting around. I moved my truck around, and then yeah, I was setting up and it was fine getting to talk to them. People just started staggering in, and then that's when I was asking the question like, oh, how many people are going to be here? And then I knew from that question that there was going to be 14 instead of 15. And then couple minutes later, it was like, do you do mocktails? Yes, I do, but the class isn't for mocktails. Like, I wasn't prepared, and there was quite a few of them that wanted mocktails. So I'm the king of improvising, and I made it work. But this is like the part that irritates me. I have a set menu, and if you knew it's not a drinking crowd, why are you booking a cocktail class? Why don't you do a mocktail class? Does that make sense? Because my cocktails that I created are my baby. They're everything. So it's like, if you get a wrong ingredient, I'm gonna not really say anything, but it's not the same what I created. But does that make sense? Like, I created these cocktails. I bring everything. Ice, I bring the mixers, I make the syrups, I do the dehydrated stuff. So all the things that is required for me is the alcohol, because I can't provide that. So yeah, to text me 3 hours before the event saying that you can't find it is like, well, damn, that's not my class anymore. I have to like redo the whole, I wouldn't say script, but I have to redo what I have to talk about, what I need, how I make the certain cocktail. So it was frustrating in that sense. And the other frustrating thing was I was supposed to start at 5. 3 to 5 is my setup. So I was supposed to start at 5. And not everyone was there. I was like counting everyone, and I'm like waiting. It's 5:10. I'm like, okay, we're getting ready now. Let's get in our stations. Still sitting where they were sitting. And counted again. There was 12. And then one of them just had gotten there, had rolled in her luggage, and 5:20 came along, and I'm like, this is great. Like, I'm on a time schedule and no one's listening to me, but it's fine. It's fine. So we get started like 5:25. But before we get started, one of the main chicks was telling me like, oh, how long does this class take? Because we have a reservation at 7:30. Girl, this class takes 2 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours, but you're starting late and then you're asking me that. Like, it was a great start. Everyone, don't get me wrong, everyone was fucking cool. Everyone was so cool. It's just the time frame and ingredients that gets me. Like, that's my main job, to get a shopping list of what we need for the class. But if I don't have that, I really have to change what I'm saying. And I forgot mint in the first cocktail. They didn't even notice, but I did. After they made it and shook it and strained it and were sipping it, I'm like, there's no mint in there. I picked all that mint for nothing because I felt rushed. So like, for future, if you are gonna book a class, you need at least 5 hours of my time. 4 hours is my minimum, because 2 hours of setup, 2 hours or less of the class, and then an additional hour for my cleanup. So like, this group, I was rushing through the last 2 cocktails, and mind you, it was like 7:10, way past 2 hours. So I was like giving them all like disposable cups at this point. I'm like, oh, I know you have reservations, so we're just gonna make this quick and put this in here. And then, yeah, I lost 3 of my cups because they locked it in their rooms, so I couldn't retrieve it. So it was just like too many things happening at once, and like my brain is like pulsating. I don't know, you can't see it. But yeah, I will tell you, I did have a day. I wouldn't say it was a bad day, but it was a confusing day for everyone. And it wasn't a bachelorette party, so it wasn't about one person doing the most fun for her. It was a work event, so it was just like free for all type of stuff. It was like they have stuff going on after, they got to worry about work, whatever they're doing. There was quite a lot, but I did it. Yet another class. And always, if you have to improvise, just do it. Don't let it stress you out. I just did it, and I didn't sit back there and be like, oh my God, no alcohol, drinks. What am I supposed to do? Oh my God, I just did it. I just went for it. And everyone really liked it. So that's all that matters too. But I just need to be more clear for future people because this was kind of not okay. From the alcohol to the timing, that's not my business. That's not how things are run. So I think I'm just gonna email my bullet points because the future, if that keeps happening, I just won't. It's just a lot to deal with. And then I have to do other things for events. And that was just my first event of the weekend. So now I have to recuperate over the night. Tomorrow, early morning is Miramon. I had to be there at 7. And then after that, I had to leave there by 1, come back home, and then clean all of my other stuff, and then get ready for my nighttime event. So I think that's gonna be the rest of this day. I already ranted and talked tea, but I just really had to rant that because I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what TV show am I on? I know I'm on my TV show, aka the vlog, but I wasn't recording that part, even though I wanted to. I got good footage today of the class, and YouTube format, I'm getting delirious because my brain's just on run on. It's already getting late and I have to do the syrups for the morning. So I'll be doing that, and yeah, talk to you later. Good morning, everyone. It is 7:45 and we're at Miramon, getting ready to do service at 8. So I'll show you guys what it looks like. Welcome to the hub. And then yeah, this is my station of all the good stuff. Do want to do some classes. But yeah, let's go to the back. All right, gonna be using this one today. Have all my stuff set up for service. Now we just wait for the people. So yeah, I'm gonna be making just a lavender latte to start out because I want to see if the machine's working. We'll write a fun name on my cup. For no, we'll do cursive. It's backwards, but whatever. Put a smiley face too. We made it. We did the first coffee service at Miramon, or in general. I never done coffee service before, and it was a little bit overwhelming. It was way different than serving cocktails. Cocktails I can do with my eyes closed. This one, I needed all my eyes, glasses, and some more. It was kind of a lot. There were some people that came at once right in the beginning, which is good. Get the jitters away. Everyone was really nice. That's really good. What else? What was the popular drink of the day? The lavender, the matcha, or the chai? It was probably the pistachio. Raspberry matcha was the #1. And now going forward into service, I'm gonna pre-batch the matcha because making that per order is crazy. And I kind of like burned myself. But we did it. So that it was that one. And then it's a big tie between the lavender latte and the pumpkin chai. But yeah, everyone gave me good reviews. They had to go back to the bar and be like, Jeffrey, this was amazing. I can't even believe it. And fresh ingredients, homemade syrups, organic pistachio butter really makes the difference. It's not like the Tirani syrups that they have, but those are for my backup when I do run out, because I did run out of the pumpkin syrup. So I guess the #2 was pumpkin chai. dirty pumpkin chai. Service went well. I have a lot of feedback I need to go over internally for my internal monologue. But yeah, definitely I need to pre-batch the matcha. That's crucial for next time, especially if we're gonna have more people, like an event. That one's gonna be modernism. So I have that one coming up next month. Is that next month? October or something? I forget. But yeah, that one's gonna be crazy. So I'm gonna have all this prepared in advance, and then that will be really a good time. I'll get to meet more people from the community. So yeah, we'll go from there. I am taking some downtime at home. The cats are fighting each other. Yeah, I'm taking some downtime at home right now. I have to leave in 3 hours to go to my other event. It's in Indio, and it's a reoccurring client, so it's always good to see familiar faces. I get to see them. And then tomorrow is my Monday at the restaurant. So I'll be bopping around in the morning. I had to wash all the tools from yesterday's class. What else? Yeah, I work at 6. And then I work Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm off Thursday. So I have some time to like clean the bathroom, organize my thoughts. I just needed to do all of that. And then, yeah, Wednesday's already October 1st. Can you believe that? It was like snap of a finger. I keep saying it every time, but it really flies by. And you're not even like thinking about it. Like next eye movement, it's next week. I don't know. Some crazy stuff like that. Some timeline jumping craziness. I'm gonna probably not take a nap. I'm gonna just like put my feet up because I'm gonna have to be on my feet until 9 o'clock today, from 4 to 9. It's a margarita bar. It'll be quite easier, but can't risk it. I have the fresh juice. I'm not doing it here. I don't have anything. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Wow, so I definitely have to apologize for the people who watch these vlogs. Because I'm over here lying about dates and stuff. But yeah, this season is already off to a crazy start. So I have a cocktail video coming. It just won't have a date. I have all the stuff ready. I'm gonna record it soon, but the release date, TBD. Same as for the vlog episodes. I have an event next week, Wednesday. So I work Sunday, tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I have an event. Thursday is like kind of my reset, wash all the stuff, see what I need for Saturday's event. And then Friday I work at the restaurant again, and then Saturday event. I'll keep these vlogs going because my weekends are so crazy already. So the vlogs are easy. I can talk about something. But for vlog episodes, that's always going to be my history. So it's always going to be there. I just don't have a date. So many things have been thrown at me. It's like when you have dirty laundry and you just throw it all. Basically, that's how things are to me. It's like, here you go. See if you can take care of this. But I end up taking care of it, but I just am going to be a little bit delayed on the videos. So the cocktail video will probably be first, if anything. I want to get that going before I start recording for the vlog episodes. So I just wanted to give it a little update because, yeah, my bad. Life is busy. And then for the podcast, I don't even know. The next 2 weeks, I don't have a day off really. I'm always like boom, boom, boom moving. But I really miss my podcast time with JC. It hasn't been a thing for the past 2 weeks. So hopefully we can get back to that soon. But other than that, let's go. All right, we're at the last event of the weekend, my truck. So we're at a get-together event. I'm doing Margarita bar and they have a taco cart. So that'll be the end of my night. I'll show you my setup, but I just need to grab something for my truck. But yeah, it's very cloudy out. I have a bunch of tequila. I can make basic stuff. I'll show you the setup of the event. Just did a very basic setup today. My new tip jar from Target. I'm gonna have wine today for Cadillacs. But yeah, that's it for this event. I won't be able to get that much footage. I don't want to get this camera wet at all. And I know I'm going to be slinging some things around. So I'll talk to you guys when I get back home. So wish me luck. Okay, what a day. I just bopping over there, bopping over there. But yeah, the longest day ever. And I have to do the laundry already. Always something. You truly have no idea. So yeah, this will probably be the end of the video. Tomorrow, you will not see this. Well, you can if you rewatch the videos, but for this video, tomorrow I probably won't be coherent or functional until midday. Like if you watch the past vlogs, always on Sunday, it's back in the loop of the week. So it's always crazy already. A little recap of next week. So tomorrow I work at 6 p.m., but I have to do all of the cleaning of the tools that I just used. Monday, I work too. I open the restaurant at 3:30. So the morning time for Monday is crucial. I have to get a lot of stuff done. Tuesday I'll be working, but I worked at 6, so I can get quite a bit of prep done for my event on Wednesday, which is the 1st, October 1st. Don't forget to pay your rent. It's a joint bachelorette party, so that should be interesting. I know I'm gonna take some footage of that because that's just gold right there. Anything can happen in camera view. Thursday, reset, prep, and then I don't have to work, so that'll be a chill day for once. For one Thursday, I won't be running around. And then Friday, I picked up a shift at the restaurant, so it would be my finalizing all of the prep for Saturday's event. I have to get her shopping list done still. I have to create the menu, print the menu, and that's on Saturday. And then Sunday is the loop, and then we'll be back where we are here. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Like always, if you're here, thank you for watching and hearing my random rants and random chaotic days. I know it probably feels very repetitive, but I just need to get better at recording because there's so much that happens in between these little snippets that you're watching. Like the event from the last snippet that I showed you of the setup, so much happened. If you watched on Instagram, today it was like cloudy and it was like dark clouds, so it was like rain, and I was like, oh no. Luckily I'm under like where it's covered because the taco guy, his whole equipment set got rained on. It was pouring, and then yeah, it was such a day. And the rain stopped, and then the mosquitoes came out, and I don't know if you can see that, but I have like 5 of those on both arms. But yeah, it was an interesting end of the night. And after, when I was cleaning up, I had talked about my master classes in the beginning of the event because I had seen these people last year. They booked me for another birthday party. So repeat clients, like I said, is always nice because they know who you are, they know your vibe, they just talk to you like they're your friend. So I love that shit. So I was talking about the classes that I started offering because their last event was probably almost a year, and then I started offering classes April of 2025. So that was so exciting for them, and they were so about it. So they were screaming for all these questions that they had for me, and I was cleaning up at the moment, so I didn't have any like specific details for them. But yeah, you can call or text me and I'll get back to you, email. And yeah, and then the neighbor of the client was like, oh, we live across the street, go see what we have and you can put a menu together for me. And I'm like, oh my god, I guess. And then I was cleaning up, I was almost done, and then yeah, that's when they really insisted. Like, she told her husband to take me to their house to show me their collection, and I was amazed. There was so much. If you thought of it, it was there. It was like magic. They had everything from like vodkas to different gins to whiskey to like the cordials. They had the good cherries. I went back to the house after talking to the husband, and she was like, did you like our collection? I said, yeah, I thought I was going to a bar, but there was no bartender. I was the bartender and everyone was dying laughing. But it was good. It gave me clarity for future master classes because I do have my own set menus. I have 4 of them, that you would choose from, which are my signature cocktails, which are, yeah, different than a classic like Tommy's Margarita, Cosmo, Old Fashioned. Like those are really, they're timeless, but we don't really need to learn how to make those. My idea going into her house was, oh my God, they have so many things there, like that they need to use up. So I was thinking, walking back to the house where the event was at, and I was like, I can just, yeah, curate menus to people's alcohol stash so they can get rid of it. And yeah, that just sparks new ideas for me. So I should be sleeping, but that's not probably gonna happen. I'm probably gonna get like 2 hours of sleep, even after the long day that I had. I literally woke up at 5 in the morning, and it is currently, I don't even know where my phone is. It is currently 11:19. The time goes by so fast. I'm like, I have all this power, but it can't change time, unfortunately. So yeah, I said this was gonna be the end of the video like 7 minutes ago, and I'm over here still yapping. So I will see you in the next vlog. If you haven't yet, you should like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm doing a cocktail video soon. I don't have a date. You'll know when you see it post. But other than that, have a good night. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.